Look at this place. This is Aquamarina Springs in San Marcos. It's a beautiful place. I've been coming here a lot lately since I found it again. This is one of the places that, so my parents, they divorced when I was 3, and my dad got custody of my sister Joanna and I. My mom, he was supposed to stay in Texas, but he left Texas, and we barely ever got to see my mom and my sisters. Now they would have considered that kidnapping, but back then it was different. We would get to see my mom and my sisters, my older sisters, like once every 3 to 5 years for the summer for like 3 weeks. And I remember, I think I was 8. We hadn't seen her since I was 5. She didn't know. I mean, she had to have known some of the struggles that we were going through, just because of the struggles that they went through when they were married and the things that happened while they were married. But I remember her bringing us here, and I fell in love with this place. It had a mermaid show where it seemed like you were in a submarine going underneath water. And I remember the story of these star-crossed lovers that met each other under the sea. And he fell in love with her, and he blew ring bubbles up for her. It seemed like he would do anything for her. And they had this most beautiful mermaid show. And so, like, I fell in love with it so much that I started to practice blowing those rings, staying in the pool and swimming like a mermaid, and trying and teaching ourselves to learn how to hold our breath for a really long time. I wanted to be them under the sea, where everything is calm. Deep. In that silent stillness when you're so, so deep. And I've always been a deep person, you know. You know, the ocean is full of different life. Some life feel better in the shallows, right? And the creatures that live in the shallows don't have to judge the creatures that live in the deep, but yet they do, at least here. People make fun of and bully that which they don't understand. I was one of those, you know, very, very sensitive. highly, highly sensitive, and then extra sensitive because of having to be hyper vigilant in order to stay alive. We just had a full moon. Last couple of days I spent with sisters and community. Last night I was with a bioculture community. It's how I want to live. Just free, working with nature, not over consuming. I don't even like going in stores anymore because it's just like consumption. Ugh. It's overabundance of shit that gets thrown in the trash. It's like, why? Today's been a really hard day. It's been beautiful, but it's been beautifully hard. I'm tired. I'm tired of over explaining. I'm tired of trying to get people to think about things and, you know, think before you respond, think before you react. Find out why you're so triggered. Go inside and find out why you're so triggered. Stop blaming me. You know, every time someone triggers me, I go in, I'm like, okay, why am I so triggered? Where are they reflecting a wound? Where am I still holding on to fear? Where am I still holding on to thinking that I deserve this kind of treatment, this kind of reaction, this kind of degrading, like, abuse, literally emotional abuse. People get away with it because they excuse it like it's okay, simply because they're afraid. It's like they know, they literally know, they've been told, they're very calculated with how they learn things so they can get their needs met. And yet, anytime they're triggered to the point where they're uncomfortable, they become emotionally abusive and reactive and striking back at the very... I'm just tired. And I come here and think the little girl that I was, still hoping beyond hope that someone would just love her for her, see her, protect her, stop hurting her. I get to be that person. I get to be the person who protects me, who sees me, who hears me. And sometimes I'm just tired, so tired of being the only one who protects me, sees me, hears me. It's not like it was after I lost Aaron. You know, when I lost the boys, I was... Cameron, it was like I was walking around with this fiery spear in my chest, and I was like, please, someone tell me what to do. It hurts so bad. Please pray for me. Darren was so afraid I was going to die because he said a part of me died, and he took it upon himself to learn the art of meditation and breath work and getting me back into nature. I got so sick. We had always dealt with mental illness and addiction, been diagnosed with all kinds of things, institutionalized. I've had so many NDEs, literally. My first one was when I was 18. I tried to commit suicide and I succeeded, only they brought me back and I was so angry. You know, I was in a coma with aspiration pneumonia and 2 forms of strep in my lungs because I had drowned on my vomit. And then that was the first time I was put in on a high psych unit in Riverside, California. And I've always been able to get back to loving everyone else and seeing everyone else and really, truly embodying what Christ consciousness could be, to the effect of treating everyone else like I wanted to be treated, but me. I didn't treat myself that way. And in hurting myself, I hurt others, and in punishing myself, I allowed others to punish me too. I know how we create all of this, and I accept and receive all of the responsibility of my part in agreeing with lies that brought more pain into my life and my kids' lives. But I will no longer accept other people's responsibility. I will no longer hold on to carrying things they're unwilling to carry any longer. You know? I will no longer do that. And I grieve. I grieve a lot. And I'm always able to get back to dancing between grief and gratitude and finding the beauty in this world. And I'm no longer trying to die, wishing death upon myself over and over again. I want to live my life fully so I can show my future generations, my children and my grandchildren and all of that, so I can leave a legacy, you know, and show them truly how no matter what happens in your life, how you can still live and find joy and peace and gratitude. Right now it seems really hard. I really treasure those moments when I have that peace and when I have that gratitude and when I have that. I really treasure it. Even days like today, I treasure today because I got to sit with my little girl and hold her and love on her and tell her, this ain't you, buddy. They get to carry their own shit. It's okay if no one else sees you. I see you. I see all of you, and you are beautiful to behold. I'm so lucky that I actually got to the point where I could see how beautiful I am. I never thought that before. I was punishing myself. I was punishing myself. You know, what's crazy is I've always felt alone, and even though I know I'm not, because nature has always been there. God comes to me in the whales, our creator, source. I don't, there's so many names. Mom, in the nature, always protecting me. The animals would always come. The fairies would always come. The angels would always come. The spirits would always come. Even these creatures that aren't on earth, they would come. And I had a better relationship with them than ever any human. Not one human. Until now, you know, I have people that come into my life that they can see me, or they see what I reflect back to them. But I really miss my home. Sometimes I hear the frequency so loud, calling me home. There's things I have to do before I go. Things I have to say. Things I have to share. But half of me is already there. I balance the in-between all the time. Every time I woke up, it's like, oh my God, I'm here again. And now I'm just trying to take it all in and remember and be grateful and have gratitude and truly live for my boys, for my kids, for my grandkids, and future generations. For I am the legacy I will leave my kids, my future generations. I wish you could see more of what I'm seeing. Is there a way I can get you guys to see it? It's not quite what I'm looking at. There. That's better. being positive is the highest vibration. I'm here to tell you it's not. You can be falsely positive, pretending. And all that is manipulating yourself. And that is very low vibrational. Being authentic. Being able to sit with your uncomfortability. Being able to sit in your pain without having to force yourself to be positive. And go deep in there without judgment. And giving you love and support. And holding yourself in those darkest moments of the pain where you feel like you're being torn to bits without having to distract and have someone try to comfort you because they want you to feel, they want to feel better by making you feel better, but yet sometimes, most of the time, we actually need to learn how to comfort ourselves and reparent ourselves, and we can't do that if someone's always trying to fix us. You know? I know I'm preaching to me right now because it's enough for me to just be here. And to truly give myself that love and support I've always given to everyone else. I deserve that. I really do. I have a beautiful heart. When I was little, and I'm still like that, but not as bad as when I was a little girl. I was a little girl. I have an uncanny ability to have all wild animals. Still do. All animals love me. All kids love me. I feel comfortable around me, so I can have. And my mom freaked out because I think it was 3. I picked up a wild cat, and it didn't hurt me because, well, it was marking me for sure. But she came out and saw me holding a big bobcat, a wildcat, in my hand, and I had it upside down and I was scratching its tummy, and she screamed, and that's when it clawed my head, but it marked my crown. I have a scar right here. The cat marked my crown so that I could see I'd have an open crown. Yeah. So I would find little dead birds, and I would be crying and crying and crying, and I would bring them home, and I would put them in little matchboxes and have a little burial ceremony for them. I would bury them, and I would cry. Poor little bird. What a precious little girl I am. So sweet. Go through the time and the effort with no one showing me how to put it in a little matchbox and do a ceremony and sing for the bird and pray for the bird. Of course, I always try to bring it back to life first. And then I would bury it in the ceremony. And I would cry and cry. I was so brokenhearted. Little bird. Little bird. All the little animals. I was always bringing horny toads home and playing with tarantulas and all kinds of bugs. We didn't have toys. We had bugs. so sweet. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for stopping. There's more cockroaches. Go get it. Go chase it. Go have a race. Go have a race. Go have a race. Now you can start hearing the frogs. Putting my feet in the water is making me want to pee. You guys can't see anything. That's pretty right there. See? Whisper to me. Whisper to me, tree. your arms. In your arms. Foggy is starting to sing with me. Foggies are starting to sing. Foggies are starting to sing with me. Foggies are starting to sing. This life is so painful, but I'm thankful. Though it's painful, I am thankful. Oh, this life can be painful, but I'm thankful. Oh, I am thankful. Water, I see that you're showing me now. Water, thanks for carrying me. Water, thank you for the memory. Water, you're setting me free. Water of life, water of peace, water inside me. I am thankful. I am thankful. I am thankful. I am thankful. Oh. Da, 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 da. I wish that light was a little bit less bright. Oopsies. Well, someone's calling me, so I'm going to let you go. Y'all have an amazing night. Thank you for joining me at Aquamarina Springs in San Marcos, Texas.